In today's video, we explore 26 Sainsbury's interview questions and answers. Each answer can be customized to highlight your unique qualifications and experiences. Before your interview, be sure to research the company and review the job description so you can include key skills relevant to the job role in your answers. Question number 1. Let's start by you telling me about yourself and your experience. This question helps hiring managers get a sense of who you are, how you present yourself, and what experience you bring to the role. At Sainsbury's, they're also looking to see how well your background aligns with customer service, teamwork, and store operations. They want to know if you're reliable, personable, and motivated to contribute to their team. It also sets the tone for the rest of the interview, so a confident, clear answer is key. If you have previous experience working in this industry, you can use the following answer in your interview. I have several years of experience working in a grocery store where I gained a solid understanding of day-to-day operations, from stocking shelves and managing inventory to helping customers find what they need. What really stood out to me about Sainsbury's is the focus on quality, customer care, and community impact. I've always admired how the brand blends convenience with strong values. In my previous role, I often stepped up to cover busy shifts, helped train new staff, and made sure my section was tidy and fully stocked, especially during peak hours. I understand how important it is to keep shelves organized, communicate clearly with the team, and respond quickly when customers need support. I'm confident I can bring that same energy and experience to Sainsbury's. I'm someone who takes pride in being dependable, friendly, and detail-oriented. I'd love to be part of a team where good service and teamwork really matter, and I believe I'd be a strong fit for the role. Next, here's a perfect answer for someone with limited experience in this industry. I'm just starting out in my career and really excited about the opportunity to join a team like Sainsbury's. While I haven't worked in retail before, I've always enjoyed helping people and staying busy in fast-moving environments. I've had experience working on group projects and volunteering, which taught me how to communicate clearly, follow instructions, and support others when needed. I've also learned the importance of being reliable and showing up ready to work, something I take seriously. I'm someone who likes structure, staying organized, and staying positive even when things get busy. I've always admired how friendly and helpful the staff at Sainsbury's are, and I'd love the chance to be part of that. Even though I'm new to this kind of role, I'm a fast learner and I'm eager to prove myself. I want to grow with the company, and I'm ready to work hard and be someone the team can count on. Question number 2. Why did you apply for this role? Hiring managers want to see if you've thought carefully about the position and how it fits your goals. They're looking for genuine interest in the company, alignment with its values, and awareness of what the role involves. This helps them gauge motivation and long-term fit. I applied for this role because I've always respected Sainsbury's reputation for quality, customer service, and community involvement. I enjoy working in fast-paced environments where I can stay active and interact with a variety of people. This role gives me the chance to do that while also contributing to a team that values reliability and a positive attitude. What really stood out to me was how Sainsbury's supports both its customers and employees. I've read about your focus on sustainability and diversity, and I'd be proud to be part of a company that's working toward long-term impact, not just short-term results. I'm excited by the opportunity to learn and grow here, whether that's through improving my customer service skills or helping the team run efficiently day to day. I think this role fits what I'm looking for right now and also gives me space to develop over time. Question number 3. What are your hobbies and interests outside work? This question helps hiring managers learn more about your personality and how you might connect with customers or coworkers. They want to see if you're well-rounded, positive, and bring good energy into the team. It also gives insight into how you manage work-life balance. Outside of work, I enjoy staying active and spending time with family. I like going for walks, trying new recipes, and playing five-a-side football on weekends. I find that staying active helps keep my energy up and my mind clear, which carries over into how I approach work. I also enjoy volunteering occasionally with a local community group that runs food drives. Being involved in something bigger reminds me how important kindness and connection are, which is something I bring into customer interactions too. Whether it's through sport or community involvement, I like doing things that challenge me, keep me social, and help me grow. I believe those habits shape how I work. I stay positive, patient, and ready to contribute. Question number 4. Describe your strengths and areas for improvement. Hiring managers want to see self-awareness, honesty, and a willingness to grow. They're looking for people who know what they do well, but are also open to feedback and self-improvement. It also helps them see how your strengths will support the role. One of my strengths is staying calm under pressure. I'm good at focusing on what needs to be done and helping others do the same, especially during busy times. I also communicate clearly and try to keep things positive, whether I'm helping a customer or supporting a teammate. As for areas of improvement, I've been working on getting more confident with learning new systems quickly. I used to hesitate when things changed or when new tools were introduced, but I've made progress by asking more questions and practicing regularly. I've found that taking notes and being open with my manager helps me build confidence. I believe being open about strengths and challenges makes me more effective. I'm always trying to find small ways to get better, especially if it helps the team. Question number 5. What do you know about Sainsbury's? Hiring managers want to see if you've done your homework. Understanding the brand, its values, and how it operates shows you're genuinely interested and invested in the opportunity. It also signals you'll represent the company well. I know that Sainsbury's has a long history in the UK and is one of the leading supermarket chains, known for offering quality products at fair prices. I've always associated Sainsbury's with strong customer service, good fresh food, and stores that are clean and well organized. I've read about your commitment to sustainability, like reducing plastic packaging and supporting British farmers. I also saw that Sainsbury's aims to be net zero in its own operations by 2035, which I think is impressive and shows forward-thinking leadership. What I respect most is how Sainsbury's balances running a successful business while staying connected to the community. Whether it's through charity partnerships or creating inclusive workplaces, it feels like a place that values both people and progress. Question number 6. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This helps managers understand your long-term mindset. They're not expecting you to have everything mapped out, but they want to know you're thinking about growth and stability. It also tells them how committed you are to the role and what kind of development you're open to. In 5 years, I'd like to be working in a role where I've gained more responsibility and developed strong experience in retail and customer service. If I stay with Sainsbury's, I could see myself growing into a team leader or training role where I can help others succeed while continuing to learn myself. I'm interested in building strong day-to-day skills first. Things like handling customer concerns, working efficiently with others, and learning how the store runs. Once I've got a solid foundation, I'd love the chance to take on more and support the team in bigger ways. I'm not in a rush, but I do like to keep improving. Whether that's through internal training or just learning from the people around me, I want to grow while adding value wherever I can. Question number 7. What do you hope to gain by working at Sainsbury's? Hiring managers ask this to see if your goals line up with what the role can offer. They want to know you're motivated and looking to grow, but also realistic about what the job includes. I'm hoping to gain solid experience in a well-respected retail environment where I can build confidence and develop practical skills. I want to grow stronger in customer service, teamwork, and learning how a successful store runs day to day. Sainsbury's feels like the kind of place where I can learn by doing and where hard work is noticed. I'm also looking forward to learning from more experienced team members and seeing how they handle challenges, stay organized, and support customers. Over time, I'd like to become someone others can rely on and even train new starters down the line. I'm not just looking for a job, I'm looking for a place I can grow with and feel proud to be part of. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. You can download a copy of these interview questions and answers in PDF format by clicking on the link below and supporting my channel by making a minimum donation of $3. Your support allows me to keep creating valuable content to help you pass your interview and land your dream job. Thanks for your support and appreciation. Question number 8. Using a few words, please describe your personality. Hiring managers ask this to get a sense of how your natural personality will fit into the team and the customer-facing environment. They're looking for traits like reliability, approachability, and adaptability, qualities that help create a positive in-store experience. I'd describe my personality as calm, dependable, friendly, and team-oriented. I enjoy helping people, staying organized, and keeping a positive attitude even during busy times. I try to be someone others can count on, whether it's a teammate or a customer needing help. In previous roles, I've been described as approachable and easy to work with, which I think is important in a retail setting like Sainsbury's. Being friendly and polite makes a big difference to someone's day, and I always try to bring that mindset to work. I also enjoy staying busy and being productive, which helps me stay focused throughout the shift. Question number 9. Why is this job at Sainsbury's important to you at this point in your career? They want to understand your motivation and how this role fits into your personal and professional goals. Hiring managers are looking for candidates who view the job as more than a short-term stop and who care about doing it well. This job at Sainsbury's is important to me right now because I'm looking for long-term stability, a great team environment, and the chance to build a career with a company that values customer service and teamwork. I've always enjoyed working with people, and Sainsbury's has a strong reputation for treating both staff and customers well. I feel ready to take on more responsibility, improve my communication and service skills, and be part of a company that supports growth. I'm looking for a role where I can contribute, learn, and stay. Being part of a trusted brand like Sainsbury's also means I'll be helping people every day, whether it's through solving a problem, keeping things running smoothly, or making someone's shopping experience better. At this point in my career, I'm looking for purpose, not just a paycheck, and this role offers that balance. Question number 10. Describe the best job you've ever had and explain what made it special. This question gives insight into what motivates you and what kind of environment helps you succeed. Hiring managers want to understand what you value in a role so they can see how you'll respond to the day-to-day at Sainsbury's. The best job I ever had was working in a local cafe where I was part of a small, close-knit team. What made it special was the teamwork. We all supported each other and worked hard during peak hours but still had a good time doing it. I also loved the customer interaction. I got to know regulars by name and felt like I was doing something meaningful, even in small ways. That job taught me the value of communication, reliability, and staying calm when things got hectic. It wasn't just about making coffee, it was about making people feel welcome and making sure the whole operation ran smoothly. That's the kind of environment I'd love to be part of again at Sainsbury's. Question number 11. Do you have experience operating a point of sale system or cash register? This helps the hiring manager understand how quickly you'll adapt to the checkout side of the role. They want someone confident handling transactions accurately while delivering great service. Yes, I've used point-of-sale systems and cash registers in previous customer service roles. I'm confident handling cash, cards, and vouchers, and I always make sure to double-check totals and give back the correct change. I also understand how important it is to stay friendly and efficient while serving at the till, even when the queue gets long. I've had experience balancing accuracy with customer care, making sure people feel valued without slowing down the line. If there's a system I haven't used before, I pick things up quickly. I'm comfortable following procedures, troubleshooting small issues, and asking for help if something doesn't look right. I also understand the importance of keeping the area clean, checking for ID when needed, and following all store policies during transactions. Question number 12. Have you ever worked at a Sainsbury's supermarket? This helps them gauge your familiarity with the store's environment and expectations. Even if you haven't worked there before, they want to know how much you understand what it's like and how prepared you are to jump in. I haven't worked at Sainsbury's before, but I've shopped there many times and really admire the store's layout, product quality, and customer service. From what I've seen, it's a well-organized, fast-paced environment where teamwork matters. While I don't have direct experience with Sainsbury's, I've worked in retail and customer service roles that required strong communication, attention to detail, and the ability to stay calm during busy shifts. I've also read about Sainsbury's values and how important it is to treat every customer with respect and make their experience as smooth as possible. I'm confident that my experience and positive attitude would help me fit in quickly and support the team wherever needed. Question number 13. What strategies do you use to handle customer concerns? Sainsbury's values good service, and this question reveals how well you handle difficult moments with customers. Hiring managers are looking for empathy, patience, and a solution-focused mindset. When handling customer concerns, I always start by listening carefully and showing that I understand their frustration. I avoid interrupting and make sure they feel heard before trying to solve the issue. Once I know what the problem is, I stay calm and work to find the quickest, most fair solution, whether that's replacing an item, checking with a supervisor, or guiding them to the right area. If I'm not sure how to fix something, I'll never guess. I'll ask a colleague or manager for help so the customer gets a reliable answer. Even if someone is upset, I try to stay polite and patient. Most of the time, people just want to know their concerns matter and that we're doing our best to help. Turning a bad experience into a good one can really build trust. Question number 14. Describe how you manage multiple tasks simultaneously. This question shows how well you can keep up in a busy store environment. Sainsbury's roles often involve juggling customer service, stocking, and till work, so they want to know that you can stay focused and manage your time wisely. When I have multiple tasks at once, I start by quickly assessing which ones are most time-sensitive or impact customers directly. For example, if there's a customer waiting at the till while stock still needs putting out, I'll focus on serving the customer first. I also try to group tasks when possible, like bringing stock to the floor while checking the aisles for anything that needs tidying. If I feel like things are building up, I'll communicate with a teammate or supervisor to make sure priorities are clear and nothing gets missed. Staying organized, moving with purpose, and not letting small setbacks throw me off are key. In previous roles, I often balanced cleaning duties, restocking, and customer service all in the same shift. I've learned that staying calm and breaking things into steps helps me stay on track. I enjoy being busy, and I like the feeling of a shift where everything gets done well. Question number 15. What is your ideal working environment? Hiring managers want to know if you'll thrive in Sainsbury's team-based, customer-facing environment. This question helps them see whether you value collaboration, structure, and flexibility, qualities that matter in retail settings. They're also looking to understand what motivates you on a daily basis. My ideal working environment is friendly, fast-paced, and team-oriented. I enjoy being in a place where people support each other, communicate clearly, and take pride in doing their part. I like routines, but I also appreciate when no 2 days feel exactly the same, so a dynamic store setting like Sainsbury's really appeals to me. I work best when expectations are clear and when I can stay active and engaged throughout my shift. Being around colleagues who care about doing a good job pushes me to do the same. I also value being trusted to take initiative, whether that's helping a customer find something or restocking when things are low. Sainsbury's seems like a place where teamwork and energy go hand in hand, and that's exactly the kind of environment where I feel motivated and do my best work. Question number 16. Have you worked in a team before? If so, describe your experience. Teamwork is essential at Sainsbury's. Managers ask this to understand how well you collaborate, communicate, and support others in a shared space. It shows whether you'll contribute positively to store culture. Yes, I've worked in several team settings and I really enjoy it. In my last role, I was part of a retail team that managed both shop floor tasks and customer service. We supported each other by sharing responsibilities, especially during busy periods. If one person was on tills and needed cover, someone else would step in without hesitation. We had a group chat to keep track of shift changes and updates, and we often gave each other tips on handling tricky customer questions or stock issues. I found that when the team worked well together, the whole day ran more smoothly and customers noticed the difference too. What I've learned is that good teamwork relies on clear communication, mutual respect, and being willing to help out, even if a task isn't yours. That's the kind of team I enjoy being part of, and one I'd look forward to contributing to at Sainsbury's. Question number 17. Why did you leave your previous job? Managers want to understand your career path and if there were any issues that might affect future performance. They're not judging your past. They want to know that you're making a thoughtful, positive move. I left my previous job because I was looking for a new challenge and a more structured work environment. While I appreciated the experience I gained, I found that there weren't clear opportunities for growth or learning. I'm someone who likes to stay engaged, learn new skills, and work in a place where there's a strong team and leadership structure. I also wanted to work somewhere with a stronger focus on customer service. That's one of the reasons Sainsbury's stood out to me. Your reputation for putting customers first and having clear systems in place for staff to succeed. I left on good terms and gave proper notice, and I'm grateful for the time I had there. Now I'm ready for a fresh start with a company where I can contribute more and grow over time. Question number 18. Talk about an instance when you exceeded expectations to ensure customer satisfaction. This reveals how committed you are to going the extra mile. Hiring managers want examples of initiative, empathy, and strong customer service, key traits for a Sainsbury's team member. One evening just before closing, a customer came in looking for ingredients to make a special dinner for a family celebration. A few items were out of stock on the shelves, and she looked disappointed. Instead of saying we didn't have them, I checked the stockroom and found 2 of the 3 items. For the third, I suggested an alternative and explained how it could work just as well. I offered to walk her to each section so she wouldn't have to search alone, and she thanked me for being so helpful and patient. At the till, she mentioned how much she appreciated the effort, saying she hadn't expected such thoughtful service right before closing. Moments like that matter. People remember when you take the time to care. And that's the kind of service I always aim to deliver. I believe that customer loyalty comes from those small extra steps. Question number 19. What strategies do you use to manage supply and inventory? Stock management is crucial in retail. Hiring managers ask this to see if you're detail-oriented, proactive, and understand the balance between overstocking and understocking. When it comes to managing inventory, I focus on staying alert to patterns. What sells quickly, what slows down, and what needs reordering in advance. I believe the best strategy is combining regular checks with communication. For example, if I see a product running low or frequently being asked for, I log it and let the supervisor know early. I also keep an eye on dates and rotation, making sure older items are moved forward so nothing goes to waste. On the floor, I help by facing up stock so it's clear what's available and what needs restocking. If I ever notice a recurring issue, like something consistently running out, I bring it up so we can adjust. My approach is to treat inventory like part of the customer experience. When shelves are full, clean, and accurate, it builds trust. Question number 20. How can you increase sales and improve customer experience? This question tests your understanding of how your actions affect both the store's success and the shopper's experience. They want to know if you think commercially and care about creating a positive environment. I believe the best way to increase sales and improve customer experience is by being helpful, attentive, and making shopping feel easy and pleasant. Simple things like greeting customers, offering to help find products, or suggesting alternatives when something's out of stock can make a big difference. I also think product knowledge plays a role. If I understand what's on offer, especially during promotions, I can point customers in the right direction or suggest something they might have missed. Keeping displays tidy, pricing correct, and popular items stocked also helps customers feel confident and willing to return. When customers leave with what they came for and a good experience, they're more likely to come back. I always aim to be approachable and solution-focused because happy customers often lead to stronger sales. Question number 21. What management style do you use? If you're applying for a supervisory role or showing potential for future leadership, this question helps gauge how you might lead a team. It shows whether you're fair, adaptable, and people-focused. My management style is supportive and hands-on. I believe in leading by example. If the team sees me working hard, staying calm, and treating customers well, they're more likely to follow suit. I like to be approachable, so team members feel comfortable coming to me with questions or concerns. At the same time, I'm clear about expectations. I communicate goals up front and check in regularly to see how people are doing. If someone needs help, I coach them instead of criticizing. I've found that when people feel respected and trusted, they perform better and enjoy their work more. Retail can be high pressure at times, so I try to keep the tone positive and focused. I want the team to feel like we're all in it together, working toward the same goal. Question number 22. Describe some brand awareness and marketing strategies you've used in previous roles. This question helps hiring managers understand if you can represent the brand and connect with customers in meaningful ways. At Sainsbury's, employees contribute to the brand through how they speak, present products, and engage with the community. Managers want to know if you have ideas for boosting visibility, loyalty, or in-store engagement. In a previous retail role, I supported local brand awareness by helping run in-store demos and limited-time promotions. We displayed seasonal items near the entrance and used small signage to highlight offers. I also encouraged our team to engage more with customers, asking questions and pointing out new products based on what people seemed interested in. On social media, I helped brainstorm short posts that promoted community involvement, like food donations or school partnerships. These posts always received strong responses and helped build a sense of trust and connection with the store. If I joined Sainsbury's, I'd look for ways to support existing campaigns and bring a consistent, friendly tone into customer interactions. Whether through word of mouth or a great in-store experience, every moment shapes the brand. Question number 23. Describe the importance of customer feedback. Customer feedback helps the business grow by showing what's working and what needs fixing. Hiring managers want to see if you value customer input and know how to use it constructively. They're also looking for someone who doesn't take feedback personally, but sees it as a chance to improve. Customer feedback is one of the most useful tools in retail. It shows you what's going well, what needs to be improved, and how people actually feel when they walk through the store. At my last job, we noticed a few regulars saying checkout lines were too long during weekends, so we tested extra cover during peak hours, and it made a big difference. Feedback doesn't always come in the form of complaints. It can be a compliment or just a simple suggestion. I make a point to listen closely and thank people for sharing, even if it's not positive. If I worked at Sainsbury's, I'd see feedback as a way to better serve people and improve the way we work as a team. It's not about being perfect. It's about learning and adjusting to make the store a better place to shop and work. Question number 24. How might you handle a customer coming to the store door a few minutes after closing? This question tests your judgment and how you balance company policy with customer service. Managers want to know you'll stay calm, polite, and fair, even in tricky situations. Your answer should show empathy while respecting procedures. If a customer came to the door a few minutes after closing, I'd politely explain that the store has already closed for the day and that tills are shut down. I'd speak calmly, smile, and let them know when we reopen the next day. If it seemed like an urgent situation, like they needed baby formula or medication, I'd double check with a supervisor to see what's possible. Sometimes people are stressed or frustrated, and I try not to take it personally. I focus on being understanding, even if the answer has to be no. I might say something like, I completely understand. It's frustrating to miss it by a few minutes. We open again at 7 a.m., and we'd be happy to help you first thing. It's about showing the customer that we care, even if we can't change the policy. A respectful approach helps protect the store's reputation and keeps things professional. Question number 25. How can you improve communication among staff to enhance service delivery? Strong communication leads to better teamwork, smoother shifts, and happier customers. Managers want to know if you're aware of how staff communication affects service quality and whether you're proactive about sharing ideas or giving updates. Clear communication is key to delivering great service. One way to improve it is by having quick check-ins before busy shifts to make sure everyone knows their roles, the day's priorities, or any product changes. I've seen how even a 2-minute chat at the start of a shift can prevent confusion and improve teamwork. During my previous role, I noticed that we sometimes missed restocking items because no one flagged it. I suggested using a small whiteboard in the staff area to track low stock and reminders. It helped everyone stay more aware and reduced customer disappointment. I also think it's important to encourage an open atmosphere where team members feel comfortable asking for help or speaking up about issues. That kind of environment leads to smoother handovers and faster problem solving. At Sainsbury's, I do my part to communicate clearly and help others stay in sync. And finally, here's the last question. Question number 26. Do you have any questions for me or for us? This shows whether you're engaged, curious, and thinking about how you'd fit in. Hiring managers want to see that you're taking the opportunity seriously and have a genuine interest in the role and team. Yes, I do have a few questions I would like to ask you about this position. First, I'd love to know what you think makes someone successful in this role. What do your best team members consistently do well? Second, how would you describe the team culture here? I'm someone who values strong teamwork, and I'd like to understand how the team supports each other during busy times. I'd also be interested in what training or development opportunities are available, especially for team members who want to grow into new roles over time. Lastly, what do you enjoy most about working at Sainsbury's? I always find it helpful to hear about what keeps people motivated and connected to their work. If you want to learn more on how to land jobs and reach your career goals, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification button to get new videos every single week. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because that motivates me to keep doing what I do. Stay safe, keep smiling, and good luck.